Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Saturday stream. How are we beginning it? Well, of course, we're beginning it with WWE 2K12 and the continuing life and times of Bully Demise. Last time, we know what happened. We saw Bully have his first match in the WWE, and we cleared up what happened with that little misunderstanding with Bully Demise in his jail time, just why it was that he went to jail for tax evasion. And we unfortunately had a murder on our hands, as Bully's first ever opponent in the WWE, Santino Marella, was found dead following the match. What could possibly happen now? Well, let's find out. Okay, yes. Oh, and as we've seen before, not everyone in the WWE is very welcoming of Bully. But for right now, Bully Demise has his second match coming up. Why don't we find out who he's going up against tonight? Last time he went up against Santino, who really wasn't much of a threat, of a challenge. Maybe he'll have a more challenging opponent this time around. Once the match loads. As it can take a little while to load, as we've seen.
approaching the ring from planet Earth, weighing 375 pounds, the Funkasaurus, Brodus Clay. Here we go.
Bully's opponent this week, the Funkasaurus Brodus Clay, a much larger, much more powerful competitor than Santino Marella was last week. And yes, he does wrestle with his hat off, I'm sorry to say. The music for this match, a lot funkier than last time, as is appropriate for Brodus Clay. Music's a bit overpowering.
He catches him with the X handle.
Bully Demise has rarely had to fight anyone that was nearly as large as himself. Brodus Clay not quite as large as Bully Demise, but almost there. Almost there.
How the heck do you get up from that?
Brodus Clay really taking it to the Demise
Control early.
with several power moves of his own.
An elbow. I have a strong
Bully Demise, of course, is still quite inexperienced.
steam ahead.
He's never had to compete in this level of competition, as he has now in the WWE. The people in wrestling school, of course, well, that was the developmental circuit.
Kick, cutting us off to a flyout.
Oh, Bully Demise just knocked completely out of the ring. Bully Demise might have bitten off more than he can chew this time round.
These competitors will always be looking to release the finishing maneuver. And when that happens, the complication of the match.
Brodus Clay taking the fight to the outside. I don't know if that's a good idea if you want to get out on the outside with Bully Demise. Bully Demise throwing Brodus Clay into the corner. And now the stomps. The stomps. On one side stomps, on the other side unforgiving concrete floor.
Huge shot to the temple. And that one hurt.
The ref continues to count as both these men attempt to knock each other into unconsciousness. The ref reaches 5 and Brodus sliding back into the ring, and Bully seemed like he might have been unconscious, but no, he was just resting. He was just resting, and he got back in time before the ref reached 10. Of course, for those of you not familiar with the rules of wrestling, if the ref reaches 10, the person on the outside loses by countout. Bully Demise with the big backdrop trying to get some kind of level of offense together against this big man, the Funkasaurus.
Alongside the Hall of Famer, Jerry, the King Lawler.
And now Bully Demise seemingly getting a chain of offensive moves. Bully Demise off to a slow start, but he seems to be getting it together. He's coming in with the big splash. Bully Demise, all that weight coming down on Brodus Clay's chest cavity. And that's what Bully has to do. He has to use his weight. He has to use his power. And the stomps, of course. We cannot forget about the patented stomps, which have brought Bully many a victory. But Brodus Clay could come back at any time. Bully Demise cannot get too confident.
It might be time to run.
But Bully Demise pumping up, maybe getting a second wind, but Brodus Clay trying to put a stop to that. Oh, I don't think he was able to. Bully Demise lifting him up high above his head with the military press slam. Bully Demise off the ropes into the big splash onto the back of Brodus Clay, going for the pin. Will that be enough? No. Brodus Clay just barely able to kick out right before the referee's hand hit the mat for the third time, and Brodus Clay bringing Bully Demise down to the mat unexpectedly. Bully Demise just running straight into that move. Brodus Clay with the exploder suplex, and Bully Demise is in a bad way. He tried to make a comeback. It did not work. It did not work. Brodus Clay still. Hold on. Now Bully Demise kicking out at 2, and Brodus Clay with the high cross body. 1, 2, 3, Bully Demise going down in defeat to the Funkasaurus. How can this be?
Here is your winner, the Funkasaurus, Brodus Clay.
Absolutely amazing. We knew he felt he had to win this one tonight. I mean, there's absolutely no way to underscore how big this victory is. Perhaps the biggest in his life. What a great finish to this night. Join us next week on WWE Raw.
Bully Demise crushed, absolutely crushed by this defeat. Bully Demise, he was confident. He felt that he could handle anything that came his way in the WWE. But Bully Demise's childlike confidence was not quite enough. Not quite enough to overpower someone almost as big and powerful as him. Perhaps Bully Demise could take this as a learning experience. That perhaps his size and power and his stomps are not going to be good enough to overcome every enemy, every adversary. So how can Bully Demise come back from this loss? I guess, well, I mean, I kind of have to... I guess we'll find out after loading times, since now I have to load up the alternate path. There's a way to have the game do that automatically, which I really should look into at some point. I'm still learning how this works. It'll get there eventually. Isn't that the question we're all asking? How did the stomps not work? They weren't enough. They weren't enough. Bully coming face to face with reality, that perhaps he won't become the king. Perhaps he won't be able to win the title, but that's his dream. What can Bully Demise do to come back from this? It is true. There are a lot of wrestlers, and only 8 can enter. Can Bully be one of them? How can he make sure he will? Oh goodness. Could Bully Demise be suspected of murdering these two men? I mean, it doesn't look quite good for Bully after all. That is the only thing really Santino and Brodus had in common. They both fought Bully right before being murdered of natural causes, dying of old age, right after wrestling Bully. What are the chances of that? And now Jorg may have his number one suspect, and I guess next time we're going to see Jorg interview Bully Demise, find out what he knows. How much Bully Demise knows about anything. So I guess we'll find out about that next time. For right now, we'll be back in a few minutes, but this strange mystery will have to wait until next week. See you in a few minutes.